Good morning, guys. So it is Saturday. It's finally the weekend. It's around 8 a.m. right now, and I'm having some black coffee. I'm gonna do a workout, and then we're gonna have breakfast. Alright, so we're gonna have some 3-ingredient pancakes. You're gonna start off with a bowl and 1 to 2 bananas. If your bananas aren't super ripe, you can pop them in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and once it's done, it'll be easier to mash. So yeah, you just keep on mashing the banana. Afterwards, you want to crack 1 egg and then just mix those two together. Then you're going to want to add 3 tablespoons of oat flour. If you don't have oat flour already, you just need to blend 4 tablespoons of oats and then you'll have your oat flour. And then you just mix that up. This part is completely optional, but if you want to add some protein powder, this is when you're going to do it. I'm just adding 1/6 of a cup of this chocolate protein powder from Superfood Grocer. And because I added protein powder, I was scared it wasn't going to cook well, so I just added a little bit of baking powder. Then you're going to get a pancake batter-like consistency. This part is optional as well, but I love cinnamon, so I'm just adding it here. And then I have some leftover banana and some cacao nibs for the toppings. So start off with putting some oil into a pan and letting it heat up. And then I'm just going to use a measuring cup to put in the pancake batter. They don't come out in perfect circles, so just adjust it once you put it in the pan. And then I'm adding the toppings of banana and the cacao nibs. And then once it starts to bubble a little bit, you can flip it. And I was really happy that I flipped it successfully. And that's what she looks like. Looks like a real pancake. And then I just did it for the rest of the pancakes. This recipe is good for only one person, so go ahead and double or triple the recipe as needed. And then I'm gonna top it off with some almond butter, some honey, and some chia seeds. And that's the final product. This was really good. I really liked it. So I just finished eating those protein pancakes and they were so good. I recommend you guys try it. You don't need to add protein powder if you don't take protein or you don't like it, but even just with eggs, banana, and oats, it's already really good. So yeah, before I take a shower and get ready for the day, I'm going to prep some chickpeas for my lunch. So for today's lunch, I made a chickpea avocado wrap. I started with a can of chickpeas and I put them in a bowl and I rinsed them out. Next, I took a baking tray and I put some parchment paper on it. And then I just put the chickpeas on there. Then you're going to want to bake it for 30 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once that's done, we're going to season it. So I put the chickpeas into a bowl and then I added some olive oil, some garlic salt, some cayenne pepper, and some thyme. Then you just mix that up real well, then put it back onto the baking sheet and have it cook for another 15 minutes. And then you should have some crunchy chickpeas. So now we're gonna prep our avocado, and it's a perfect avocado. So I just use half an avocado, and you're just gonna scoop out half of the avocado, mash it up, and you can add some red pepper flakes and everything bagel seasoning. Now put that to the side and we're gonna make an egg. So I put an egg in a bowl and I whisked it up, and then I also had some spinach. Next I put some oil in a pan and then I let the spinach cook. When it was kind of wilted, that's when I added the eggs and I made like a scrambled egg. I use these whole wheat tortillas and I put 2 in the toaster. You could definitely cook this on the stove, but I am so lazy, so I just toasted them. And they didn't even fit in my toaster. So once the tortillas are toasted, you want to spread the avocados on both of them. And then you can add your egg and spinach mixture. And finally add your crunchy roasted chickpeas. If you like hot sauce, this is the time to add it. I'm just using some Tabasco, and that's it. It's really good.
So I'm not really hungry right now because I had a pretty heavy breakfast and lunch, like they were very satiating, but I am really craving almond butter. I don't know, I'm just on an almond butter high, so I'm gonna make a little snack with almond butter. I don't know what yet, but we'll see.
Look at all the nut butters I have in my house. I just really like them all. So I started with just cutting up an apple. I cut them into little pieces. And then I took one rice cake and I put some almond butter on the rice cake and on the side, and that's what I had. And I had some coconut water from Coconuts for Coconuts, which you can get in Cebu. So for dinner, I was supposed to make a Buddha bowl, but it was such a fail. I think I added too much salt and too much sesame oil, so it didn't end up being very good, but I'll link the recipe down below. So I just ended up eating a cheese pizza. But to make up for that, I recorded my dinner the next day that was made by my mom. It was just quinoa, kale, and chickpeas. And then for the main part, it was a tuna with some mango, avocado, tomatoes, and onions. So to make the coconut yogurt, you're gonna need 2 cans of coconut milk and some probiotics. So you're gonna need a bowl. So before any of this, you need to refrigerate these 2 overnight. So actually the whole process takes like 2 days, but refrigerate these overnight. Don't dump the whole can in because there's a ton of coconut water at the bottom, so you really have to scoop out all the cream at the top. Once you get all the cream out, or most of it at least, there's gonna be a ton of coconut water in the cans. I mean, you can throw them away, but that's kind of a waste, so I like to put it in just a cup. And you can use this water for your smoothies or for your overnight oats or your chia pudding. Okay, next part is probiotics. I'm gonna put about 4 packets. This is equivalent to 1 packet has 19 probiotic strains. I don't know. This is strawberry yogurt flavored. So once you're done stirring and everything, you're gonna wanna cover it with some plastic wrap or silicone wrap if you have that. That would be a lot better. Once it's all sealed, you're gonna wanna put it in a kind of warm place just by itself. So I'm gonna put it inside the oven. It's not gonna be on or anything, it's just, I don't know, kind of warm in there and it won't be bothered. So I'm just gonna leave it there overnight. Looks so good! Oh, now you got vegan yogurt. So once you have your frozen yogurt, you want to transfer it into a Tupperware or a jar. So now I'm gonna make myself a yogurt bowl. I'm just gonna add the yogurt, some almond butter, honey, and granola. And that's all for this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you make your own coconut yogurt, please let me know. Alright, see you guys Sunday!